All right, we all remember this scene from a year ago. That's Mark and Patricia McCloskey, a St. Louis couple exercising their Second Amendment rights there. Well, the weapons charges were dropped. They're pleading guilty to misdemeanors now. They relinquished their guns. They had to pay some fines, a part of this deal. But bottom line is, a lot of folks are talking online. Why did they plead guilty to this? They're defending their home. Let's ask Mark McCloskey himself. He's an attorney and also candidate for U.S. Senate. Mark, thanks so much for coming back. Welcome back to the program here. Okay, so you pleaded guilty, but these were misdemeanors. It could have been a higher charge. Explain this to the viewers. Why plead guilty in this?
Well, you know, the bottom line is that we had been charged with 2 Class E felonies that could have landed us 4 years in the slammer. But we showed up yesterday, and the new prosecutor had dropped all the weapons charges and had charged me with a new crime, which basically said that I purposely placed other people in apprehension of imminent physical harm. Well, by gosh, I did. I mean, that was the whole point of the guns. You stand out there with the guns, you make people worried that they might get shot, and they back up. And when they said those words to me, and the judge, who I'd known for a long time, says, "Now, Mr. McCloskey, did you do that?" I said, "I sure did, and I'd do it again." And so it's kind of hard to deny that. And so, you know, it's a $750 fine. It's a Class C misdemeanor. It's the lightest thing. Get this behind us, work on the Senate campaign, save the city of St. Louis the expense of pursuing this nonsense, and we'll move forward. And, you know, I mean, like I said in the courthouse steps, I had every intention of placing third parties in imminent fear of physical injury, because that's what the guns were for.
And they took those guns, is that correct?
They did last summer. I think it was July the 8th, they took those guns. You know, the little Bryco gun, I think it should be melted down, because those are terrible guns. It was one that we used as an exhibit in a lawsuit against the manufacturer years ago. But my AR, I asked the judge to let that be donated to charity. I mean, that has some historical value. I think that if it got auctioned off, it would raise some significant money and would help out a charity. But the prosecutor didn't want that to happen, and the judge agreed with him. So unfortunately, it's going to get melted down as well.
All right, and just to be clear, you still have guns, though, right? I mean, that wasn't the only.
Oh no, God, yes, I still have guns, and I'm going to go out and buy another AR as soon as the ATF cleans up my record. Now that I'm not under indictment anymore.
Mark, all right, Mark, does this misdemeanor, does that affect your Senate run at all? There is a little bit of buzz that there may be a pardon from the governor. I'm curious, do you pardon misdemeanors? How does that whole thing work?
Yeah, the governor can still pardon us, and the governor's in that he would pardon us. That's up to him, of course. I'd sure appreciate it to get the conviction, even for this Class C misdemeanor, off my record. But that's entirely up to the governor. You know, the bottom line is that, you know, when they announced the definition of this charge, I mean, it was a definition of what I did and what I'll do again.
All right, but you're still running for Senate, and this doesn't affect that in any way.
Nope, and it doesn't affect my right to have a law license or buy weapons or keep weapons or anything else. And so it's the best of all possible solutions.
You know, you were attacked for so-called privilege. Obviously, a beautiful neighborhood that you live in, a very expensive home that you live in. But maybe some of those protesters didn't know that that neighborhood is very diverse. Is that correct? That's
true. I mean, the gentleman that lives across the street from me is a black gentleman. His family's been there since 1970. The neighbors immediately to my west are a mixed race family. Across the street from me to my right is a couple of gay gentlemen. It's always been a very diverse neighborhood. And any attempt to portray my neighborhood, Portland Place, as some kind of white supremacist stronghold is just pure nonsense. It's just more fake news.
That is Mark McCloskey finally putting this behind him, and your wife as well. Best to both of you. Thanks so much for coming on to explain. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, where real news for real people.